How's it going, everyone? My name's Jeff, and I'm going to continue on with my solo two-handed Precon deck only Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign run. Earlier this morning, I did the Batrick scenario, and actually, it took a little bit longer to figure out how to find a way to progress through that one, and I almost lost that one towards the end, but luckily we were able to get the main scheme burnt down. And because I again didn't do any of the tasks, I still have yet to achieve a evidence card for my shield envelope. So now we're going to be continuing on with the campaign, and we are going to be doing the next scenario. But since we won earlier, we are going to check out the next snippet of the comic. So for right now, 2 hours later, en route to AIM Island, the embassy intel says the Inhumans were sent to an underwater AIM facility. Shouldn't we clear this with the board? An embassy is one thing, AIM Island itself is another, and just entirely another. If AIM has a mole on the board, as we suspect, we can't risk tipping them off. So 2 miles off the coast of AIM Island, underwater AIM laboratory. Director, I am glad to see you. Hold tight, Garza. We'll get you out of there. No, my work must not be interrupted. You must die. So, looks like in scenario 3, we're going to be facing M.O.D.O.K. He's no longer a modular. He's now an actual villain. So, scenario 3 for M.O.D.O.K. Let's see. That probably works better. You extracted the captives being held at the AIM Island embassy, but Sarah Garza was not among them. Evidence you've collected indicates that Garza and several other civilians all over who have inhuman genes have been shipped to AIM Island to be used as genetic templates to create super-powered synthetic copies called adaptoids. Leading the research is the mental organism designed only for killing, aka M.O.D.O.K. You also discovered evidence that a member of the executive board is involved in the plot, but you are unsure which one. You decide to launch a covert rescue mission to AIM Island without permission from the board. You're operating without a net here. So the encounter deck is going to be M.O.D.O.K, Scientist Supreme, and we'll be using the standard 3 encounter set like we've been all since the beginning of the campaign. And upgrading adaptoids. So it's the Scientist Supreme standard card set. And I guess that's it, I guess. Okay. The holding cell deck. During setup, players are instructed to create the holding cell deck. To do this, shuffle together the 4 double-sided holding cell cards 105 to 108, each with an inhuman ally on the reverse. Place the deck near the main scheme with its holding cell side face up. The top card of this deck is in play. When a holding cell enters play, either during setup or when the last lock counter is removed from the previous top card of the holding deck cell, the next on the holding cell places 2 lock counters per player. The objective of this scenario is to free all 4 of the inhuman allies from their holding cells by removing the lock counters from each holding cell environment, and then to reduce M.O.D.O.K's hit points to 0. Lock encounters can be removed via hero action on the holding cells by reducing M.O.D.O.K's hit points to 0, or by the effects of various encounter cards. Then we put the 3 board member environments into play. Space, place secret counters on the board member environment equal to the number of secret counters recorded for that environment scenario 2. Then we shuffle the 3 copies of the aim, air defense, and the obligation into the encounter deck. Then, after resolving mulligans, resolve the set ability of each evidence card the players have earned, which I have earned none because I'm trash. Okay, so that's what we're rolling with. So in scenario 2, I had 8. I had 8 on that one. And then tactical had 2. I need to buy more counter tokens. And then the medical one only had 1. So that's squared away. So because I had 8, this means that this would still be flipped over. So now I'm putting myself in a more disadvantage because M.O.D.O.K's going to be scheming for a base of 3 now. Alright, we've already shuffled the 3 copies of the aim interference in the encounter deck. My obligations are in there already. After resolving mulligans, resolve the sub ability of each evidence card that the players have earned. Don't have any, so that's not going to matter. We take the holding cell cards and we place this deck near the main scheme, which is right here. Move this down. We'll shuffle this up randomly. Which I'm not looking. And this comes into play with 2 lock tokens already. And then play. Oh, it's 2 per player. So it comes in with 4. And says play 3 per player, additional locks. So plays 3 per player, additional lock counters on the top card of the holding center deck. Then remove X per player lock counters on that where X is the number of captives rescued. So this, so 3 per player, that's 6. And I only rescued 1 captive, so I get to take 1 away. So we get 6, 7, 8, 9. So this gets 9. I could have sworn I had another 10 one over here. We'll just keep these all out. That's it. Cool. Now ready to play. So, upgrading the adaptoids. Sup, create the holding cell. Create the holding cell deck, which we did. And then we put one random adaptoid environment into play, and then play two environments instead of its expert mode, which we're not doing that. And then set others aside. So we grab the adaptoid environments. There's one. Two, three, four. Yeah, there's only four. All right, so we're picking one random one. And looks like they get the attack one like we did last time. And then these get put set aside. And then each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of an adaptoid and reveals it. And then fortune draw when the stage will be completed. Put one set aside adaptoid environment in play. If there's no set environments aside, we lose. Otherwise, remove all the threat here and shuffle each adaptoid from the encounter deck or discard pile into the deck. This gets a starting threat of 2 because it's 1 per player. And then Nick is first. He gets his own adaptoid, and so does Maria. All right, and then M.O.D.O.K comes in with 10 hit points, retaliate 1, force interrupt. When M.O.D.O.K would be defeated, if holding cell is in play, remove 2 lock counters from the and reset M.O.D.O.K's hit points to 10. Otherwise, players win the game. Should probably just do this. And he has retaliate. All right. So these guys also gain toughness because of the environment. They have +1 attack, and they come out with tough. All right. I think we're all set. We'll start with our drawing hand. So 6 cards. 6. So we have global logistics, prism dust, intelligence. I think we can mulligan to trying to get his car. I'm gonna hold on to Sky Destroyer though. Actually, no. We definitely should keep his watch. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Oh, got the car. 3, 4, 5. Leo. Um, Definitely want the strength. Could be good. Let me spin a card. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're getting some cash. So that's 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Trying to figure out what would be the best one I get. Probably the Illidid, right? All right. So Nick's going first. We're going to infiltrate, switch this to stealth. I don't think I need Coulson right now, so I'm gonna play one resource. I'm gonna play Coulson to put in Fury's Watch. And then I think we put in I think we put in I think we played 2 to get his flying car. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, flip the hero. Then we'll have Nick thwart 2. And then we can put one threat on his stealth. And I think we'll just end turn there for Nick. And moving on to Maria. I think we're gonna exhaust her to search. I think we're gonna grab the Pericles. And I think we're gonna do 2, 4, and then 5, 6. And we're gonna put that out. And this comes in with 2 counters. And then we're gonna play Super Spies. And we're gonna place 3 more counters on that. And then we are going to exhaust that. And we are going to confuse M.O.D.O.K. And I think we're going to give a stun to the Adaptoid. Then we're going to flip to Maria. We're going to play on the double, ready up any number of shield supports with a combined cost of 6 or less. We'll ready up the Pericles. Go ahead and exhaust it, remove a token. And we will give a stun to M.O.D.O.K. And then we will give a um um I guess we just stun again, I guess. Yeah, I think that's it. And we're ready up. And just and maybe we'll hold on to an ally. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then it's M.O.D.O.K's turn. So 2 threat goes onto the main. M.O.D.O.K is going to attack me, but he's stunned. Adaptoid is stunned. M.O.D.O.K's going to attack Maria Hill for 1, 2, 3. This gains a boost for an aim minion in the victory display, which there is none. So that's going to be 2, 3. So she takes 3 damage. Oh, actually, no, because so technically she doesn't get attacked because okay, that's why I did that. All right, so because I'm in stealth, he would scheme, but since he's trying to scheme, he's confused. So that's what would go there. The stun would be canceled. He would try to attack Maria, stunned, and then Daptoid is stunned. So nothing happens there, and then we get our encounter cards. Next card is Nanobots. Attach the M.O.D.O.K. After M.O.D.O.K activates, heal 1 damage from him. Force response after his hit points are reset. Discard this card. So after the time he activates, he gets to heal. And then Maria's card. Sinister Strike. Place 1 pursuit counter. 1 pursuit by the pass, and then the villain attacks. For 2, 3, 4. So he takes 4 damage. He's at full health, so he doesn't heal. And that's the end of villain turn. So first player moves over to Maria. What can we do? Exhaust the Pericles, remove a counter. We'll do a confuse. And then we'll give Maria a tough, I guess. Actually, no, we'll just give him no, because he would attack. Eh, give it to Nick. All right. So we'll put Victoria hand in. Shanner's play, ready as shield support. Um, we'll have Maria ping off that top. We'll have Victoria ping off his tough. That's cool. I didn't realize that. All right. Next one. Guess we'll do that again. And we'll throw a stun on. Give a tough to Victoria. I think we'll stop there. All right, so Nick. We got to get some threat. We'll do informant. Play covert surveillance. Remove 2. If I'm in stealth, I can add to my suit. And we'll play 2 resources. Put Quake into play. She has a response. After a minion schemes, exhaust Quake, deal 2 damage to that minion. And nothing else I can really do. Could attack, but it's going to put me in attack. I want to build up my stealth counters, I think. We're going to end there. So we'll ready up everything. Toss that away. Maria will drop to 5. So Grant Ward, Front Organization, Genius, the Bellerophon, Melina May, and on the double. Then we get Maria Hill, can't use it. Intelligence. Nick Fury Sr., Safe House, and Covert Surveillance. Alright, so get some threat tokens. We got 2 on the main. M.O.D.O.K is going to attack Maria. M.O.D.O.K is stunned. And then the Adaptoid is going to attack. And Victoria Hand is going to defend. She'll soak up the old toughness. And then M.O.D.O.K is going to scheme against Nick because he's in stealth, but he's confused. And then the Adaptoid is going to scheme for 1. So when the enemy would attack you, it schemes instead. So place 1 threat from that activation here instead on the main scheme. So that 1 is going to go to him. So I have 4. And then Quake has a response that after the minion schemes, exhaust Quake, which we will do. And we can deal 2 damage to the Adaptoid. Alright, and we'll get our encounter cards. And first card for Maria is Aim Interference in Sight 1. When revealed, place 1 secret counter on each board member card. You may spend mental resources to prevent X of these counters from being placed. Um, I'm just gonna let it go on. So this goes to 9. And then 2 threat goes on the main scheme for that. So this was at 3. So 2 more goes to 5. And then this goes to 2. This goes to 3. Just drop that. All right. And we'll settle up with Nick. And we get a side scheme. Hostage situation. M.O.D.O.K cannot take damage. Oh, he should have healed every time he activated, but he's at full health, so it doesn't really matter. When revealed, attach 1 rescued ally faced up here. Attached ally is under no player's control. I don't have a rescued ally. Well, M.O.D.O.K can't take damage. That's fine. But when revealed, attach 1 rescued ally faced up here. Attached ally is under no player's control. Attached ally is still in play. When defeated, the defeating player takes control of attached ally. Aren't these the rescued allies? I'm not trying to cheat, but I just want to understand the card. Yeah, these are the rescued allies. So if I don't have any out right now, I don't think that counts. So I think that whips. So you just can't take damage. It's got 6 threat on it. And that's how I'm going to play it, because that's how I'm reading it. Alright. So that's all set. And first player goes back to Nick. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna use a wild. I'll use this as a wild card. Actually, should I put Nick on? That'll give me a free block. Yeah, why not? We'll put Nick Fury Sr. in. Draw 2 cards. We'll place down our intelligence analysis. Let's see, what's Nick gonna do? Let's throw 2 off of this. So this will go to 4. And then I get to put 1 on here, which puts me to 5. But we'll spend 1. It's already back up. And then we'll go ahead and thwart 2 off of this, which will put another threat on there. So I'll go back to 5. And that was at 5. So I thwart 2. So that goes to 3. Have Nick hit him for 4. Or 2, I should say. So he's at 4. He takes 1 consequential damage. Yeah, let's. There, you exhausted that. I don't have any shield cards, so we're not gonna be able to do that. We're gonna move turn over to Maria. Let's see, what does Maria want to do? I think Grant Ward. I think we play Grant Ward. Let's play 4. We'll do it. 2, 3, 4. Spend 3 of any resource. 3, 4. So we'll do 4 resources. And we'll put Melinda into play. We'll exhaust this. And we will confuse. Confuse M.O.D.O.K. And we'll give Melinda toughness. And we will hold on to that, I think. So we got 2, 4, 5. We can just take out the Adaptoid. Yeah, we're going to do that. So Linda will attack the Adaptoid. That's 2 damage. And then after Melinda May uses a basic power, look at the top card of the encounter deck and you may discard that card. Psychotic Enhancement. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. And she doesn't take damage, we'll just eat up the tough. And then Grant Ward will get 2. Or we'll do 2. So this puts this one at 4. He's at 1. And then we'll have Maria attack Nick's Adaptoid. So when defeated, remove 1 all-purpose counter from an environment. And we'll go ahead and remove that off the chief officer. And then, yeah. that's gone. And I think that's fair. That's the turn. We'll go ahead and ready up. And we'll hold on to this. Throw that away. Drop the hand size of 5. Three, 4, 5. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right. So threat's at 3, and we're putting 2 on it, so that's going to bump it up to 5. So 5 threat. All right, and then M.O.D.O.K is going to scheme against Nick, because the suit says as long as I'm in stealth form, when an enemy would attack you, it schemes instead. Place 1 threat from that activation here instead on the main from the main scheme instead of the main scheme. If there's only 5 or less, so I do have 5 on here, so I still get this still counts. So he would try to scheme against me, and he'll be confused. There is no minions. M.O.D.O.K is going to attack Maria, and I think someone wants to block for her. She'd probably just take it, I think. No, Nick Fury Sr. will block for her. So you get the block out of that. So he's going to attack for 1, 2, 3. There goes my obligation. That will defeat Nick Sr. M.O.D.O.K would heal, but he's at full health, so that doesn't matter. Next, the Adaptoid is going to attack. And I think we'll just let him hit Maria. Now we get our encounter cards. And our first one is Aim Interference. Site 1. Alright, so we need to block it with energy. I guess we'll do that. I'll use these 3 to do that. Alright. Maria's is Dark Designs. So placing 2 on here. And the villain is going to scheme. Scheming for 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that happened. So 6 plus 6, 12. This was there's 2. No, this was the treachery. So Grant Ward has a response, a force response that after you reveal a treachery, you may spend a mental resource if you do not take damage equal to Grant Ward's attack and then remove him from the game. Okay. So we'll discard that. Alright, and that ends the villain's turn. First player goes to Maria. Alright, so I just want to play this so bad. unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna put in my shield director upgrade. Exhaust the shield director upgrade. Place one all-purpose counter on shield support. Let's put down the Pericles. And then Maria will attack the Adaptoid. So now that's gone. Remove one all-purpose counter. From an environment. It says it could be from any environment. That's how I'm reading it. Remove one all-purpose counter from an environment. Can that be anything? I need to get clarification. Got the rule book right here. Let's take a look. When a card effect places one or more all-purpose counters on the card or moves from one card to another, those counters lose any previously defined type and become the type defined by the new card. If the new card has no defined type for all-purpose counters, any counters on it are considered all-purpose counters. Okay, so these are all considered all-purpose counters, and these are all holding cells, are environments, and so are these ones here. So I could actually be removing this off the locks, which I probably should do. So I'm gonna do that. That's what it said. That's what it says. I'll double check. Make sure I'm not making it sound like that's what I want it to be. If the new card has no defined type for all-purpose counters. Why is this broken? I didn't do that. Let's say lock counters on it. I'm gonna assume this is legal, so I'm removing that counter. So because that's an environment. That's what I'm doing. All right. M.O.D.O.K can't take damage. It's kind of annoying. 2, 4, 6. And we're going to flip down. So then we can get the Illidid out. And we'll move turn over to Fury. So we'll play one resource and we'll put a Informant. Gotta get rid of that one. Fury's gonna thwart 2. I could put 1 on. Then we'll spend another 1, ready up the car. And then we'll thwart again. That goes on there. This is defeated. So now M.O.D.O.K can take damage. And oh, I forgot to have her do that. I'm going to request an action from Maria Hill to exhaust the Pericles. And we are going to confuse M.O.D.O.K. And we'll give a give it off to Melinda just to have it. All right. So it's ready up. So Maria can drop to a hand size of 6, so we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. Nick's can drop to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll start villain's turn. 2 threat goes on. M.O.D.O.K's going to scheme against Maria, but he's confused. He's going to attack Fury. But Fury's still in stealth mode, but he doesn't get that kicker, so he's going to scheme for 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. So that just went to 13. And we'll get our counter cards. Maria got the automated mobile unit attached to M.O.D.O.K. He gets plus 5 hit points. So that 15. And this gets reset after we get him down to 0. Oh, he gets plus 1 attack also, so that's pretty cool. And now he can heal. He's got a lot of attachments on him right now. All right. Next counter card is Power Blast. When revealed, take X direct. So hero form. When revealed, take X direct damage where X is M.O.D.O.K scheme. Use each character that takes damage this way. So So 2, 3. So 3 damage. Okay, so 3 damage, and that will eat my tough. And then that'll drop me down to 8. Alright. Alright, so that will conclude the villain's turn. So first player moves over to Nick. Oh, man, we gotta do stuff. Play Covert Surveillance. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. If you're in stealth suit form, you place that 2 threat on your suit upgrade. Um, play 2. And we will put in our EM shield. We're going to thwart for 2. Um, 9. And I don't get to put any on my suit because I'm way above. I'm at 8 right now. We'll remove 1. Ready back up. Forward again. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. We'll move for a turn over to Maria. So Maria three, four, five, 6. I don't have enough. We'll play 1 resource. We'll put in a staff support, which will come in with 3 counters. And then we can exhaust that, put 2 on here. Exhaust that. Generate a wild resource. So it's going to be 1. And then 2. Put command team in. Then we'll heal. So that puts us to 7. Hold on to these. Exhaust Pericles, remove 1. And we will confuse the villain. And then we'll put a tough on Grant. Actually, we could just flip the Maria. We can do reassignment. We can move 1 all-purpose counter from a shield support to another once per round. So we're going to move 1 here off of command team. And we'll put it on Hercules. And then I should start attacking him so I can start taking his health down. I want to get that threat down to less than that. He's gonna attack. So I have Grant Ward. Thwart 2. Loses this stuff. We'll have Melinda Thwart 2. Lose the tough. Exhaust. Command team. Draw 1. We'll ready up Grant. And we'll have him take 2 off of that. And then he'll go down. And we'll end it. So next drawing up to 5. 3, 4, 5. And then Maria gets 5, so 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be 2. He's gonna scheme against Nick. Confused. He's going to attack Maria. We'll have Maria defend. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 damage. He would heal. He's already at full health. And then counter cards. First one for Nick is aim interference. Place one secret counter on each board member. You may spend physical resources to prevent this. Why not? Do that. And then Maria's will be an Adaptoid. Comes in with tough. And first player will move to Maria. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Do I have enough? So I want to get the Illid out. So exhaust this, use that for one resource. And then 2, 3, 4. And then this is 5. And we'll exhaust this to generate another resource. So that gives me 6 resources. So now I get the Illid out. This comes in with 3 counters. We'll exhaust that to give him another counter. And then we'll have Melinda actually exhaust this. We'll confuse. And we'll give Maria tough. And then we will attack with Melinda May. Pop the toughness off that. Exhaust the Illidid. Remove the counter. We'll deal 5 damage to it. And then we can remove an all-purpose counter from an environment. It goes down to 6. And move turn over to Nick. Put this out. Protected plan. Oh. And Nick will thwart 2. I could put 1 on. And we'll ready up. Toss that. Then Nick draws 3. Get deck out. Then 4, 5. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. Special funding, hard call, special funding. Oh, there's all my resources. Oh, I guess I'll be able to get dum-dum. 2 threat. Scheming, confused. And then M.O.D.O.K's going to scheme against Nick for 2, 3, 4, 5. So that goes to 8. And then counter card to Maria, counter card to Nick. Dark Designs. I think we can stop that. Yeah, when you reveal a treachery card, which we are, discard intelligence analysis, remove 1 threat from your suit, upgrade, and cancel the effects. And then I'm going to add, and then also S.H.I.E.L.D. when you, oh no, that's not the right one. After you discard a preparation card from your, that you control, discard this, and then return that card to your hand, which I'm discarding. And this is where my hand is, so I'm putting it back over there. And then we get our Did I skip something? Yeah, I did. I skipped. Hold on. Before I can even do that. Maria should have revealed hers first. Sinister Strike. Alright, so. Oh, I screwed up. She wasn't an alter ego. Fuck. Well, those still would have happened. This would have been the boost. Right? How do I recalculate this? Alright, so she got the first encounter card. So that would go back here. This would have gone here. This would have been here. He was confused. So he would have attacked Maria. I let the tough hit it, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Tough gets eaten. Scheming. Confused. I still have that 1 encounter card. Oh, screwed up. No, because this was already down. This was a boost. So that's fine. So I would have had this. She would have got that. Would have got this. Alright, so sure encounter card got revealed first, which would have been the Dark Designs. So, yeah. Let's go here. Then he schemes for 2, 3, 4. After this activation resolves, place 1 pursuit counter pursued by the past. So 2, 3. Then the counter card goes to me. Then we put another one of these on. Then this gets revealed. Reverse engineering. So when revealed, tuck an upgrade you control under here. Otherwise, tuck the top card of your deck under here. I guess I'll give because I'll give him this one. And then X is equal to the printing cost. The X is equal to the equal printed cost on the card tucked under here. So he gets an additional one scheme and one attack. This is insane. Okay, then Sinister Strike. Then I play this. Then I play that. This goes back to my hand. I think that's clean. Okay. Alright, so that's done. Player's turn. First player goes to Nick. We'll put this back down. Play 2 resources. And we will get our need some more space. Put my suit upgrade here. Put my camera over here. Put my watch here. Put my flying car here. EM shield. Eight, 9, 10, 11. So play Super Spies. And we are going to put 3 tokens on the Pericles. And then we're going to Fury's Watch. Remove 1 off here. We're going to put Under Surveillance on here, which will increase the threat limit up by 4. So that goes to 18. What's that at? 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 on there. Oh, I gotta remove 2 threat off of them. Which I think I did. Didn't I? Don't remember. I think I did. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Fury thwarts for 2. And then we put 1 on there. Then we're going to move 1. Ready back up. And then we're gonna thwart again. So 7. Then we're going to move turn over to Maria. Alright, so Maria's got a lot of cool stuff going on right now. And we got Dum Dum Dugan. We could flip down and get. Oh, we're gonna duck out. Damn. Damn it. That retaliate's stupid. We'll thwart with Melinda. Take 2 off. She'll be defeated by consequential. We're gonna be getting a deck pass anyways. So let's give another counter to the Illid. Oh, I could have just done that. And we'll give another all-purpose counter to a shield support, right? We'll give another all-purpose counter here. And I want to save this stuff. I don't think I need the hard call yet, so I could probably get Dum Dum still out. He's gonna attack me. He's gonna scheme. I think we do this. Remove 1. Take 4 off of that. I'll go to 1. Do this. Move a token. Let's confuse him. We'll confuse him. And then we'll give Maria a top. And then we'll use her ability. No, we can't. Three, 4. Yeah, end my turn. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna hold on to these 4 cards. And then we're ready up. And then Maria's gonna draw a card. She's gonna deck out. So that's all. So we got 3, 4, 5. We have 5 cards. Counter card. Nick draws up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then villain's turn. So we got 2 threat going on. He's gonna scheme against me. He's gonna attack Maria Hill. She's gonna take it, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Of course, and if this activation is an attack against piercing, go figure. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So she takes 4. She's down to 1. Almost died. Oh, it's horrible. Okay. Counter cards. First one goes to Nick. Maria's getting 2. Alright, so Nick reveals the first encounter card, and that is going to be Drawing Near. The next encounter card for Maria is an Aim Jailer as guard. Evil Alliance, you son of a bitch. Alright, when revealed, each Nemesis minion at play activates against you. If no minions are played, place 3 pursuit counters on pursuit by the past. This flips. And the controller has arrived. To be annoying. Oh, yeah. Comes into play. Oh, this deck's is about to. All right, another scheme to worry about. All right. Um, when revealed, find control environment. We have that out. All right, so that's it. Player turn goes to Maria. All right. What to do? I know what to do. Um, let's put let's move foot down. We're going to exhaust Maria. We're going to search for a support card. I'm going to grab the red one, the red plane. So we're going to do 2 resources, 4 resources, 5, and we'll exhaust the command team for our 6. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6. And we're going to put the Bellafriend in play. After you spend this card to pay a shield support, place 1 all-purpose counter on that support after it enters play. So I get to put 1, 2 more additional counters. So this gets 5 missile counters on it. That was pretty sweet. So let's get serious. All right, we're gonna exhaust this, remove a counter. We'll choose Maria as the player. So we're gonna do 3 damage to the villain. So we'll drop him down to 12. And then we do 3 damage to the minions. This should not be exhausted. I never used it. That's cool. Get some damage there. Wish I could exhaust that. That'd be sweet. We can do this. Remove 1 here. And we can use him. And then we can exhaust the Illithid. And we can remove 4th threat off of here. Drop that to 2. And then we will end our turn with Maria. Switch things over to Nick. Play 3 resources, put in Agent Coulson. When he comes into play, I can search my deck or discard pile for a preparation card and add it to my hand and shuffle my deck. Put that on play. Hold on to that. He should be exhausted. Oh, I forgot to. After your turn begins, discard the top card of your deck. I should have done that, but there you go. One. And I don't have any, so I won't be getting rid of that. That's the penalty. Alright, so we got a lot of ready up tokens. Cool. So we got Agent Coulson in play. I think we'll just exhaust him, clear that off. So I don't have to worry about that bullshit. Quake hasn't taken any damage. Quake can take out the jailer. That's cool. I wish I had more threat tokens on my Nick Fury, but um, sucks to suck, I guess. Well, actually, I could do this. I could drop this down to 4. So I create a resource. Now I can put in intelligence. And then this is gone. Nick Thorts for 2. And then this will go back to 5. I should start attacking. They're pretty built out. Can attack, switch, do some damage to them. We're gonna remove 1. Put 2 on there. And then ready back up. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. No, let's keep this at 5. Alright, let's just on the turn. Exhaust, ready up. Let's keep these 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Be fun. Alright, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so 2 threat goes on. Actually, I can hero interrupt that when any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme. Actually, I could just wait. So that 3 goes on here. And then M.O.D.O.K is going to scheme against Maria, but he's confused. And then M.O.D.O.K is going to scheme against Nick 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So shit, that's 8. I'm at 5, so 7. So I can put 1 on. Now I'm going to hero interrupt that with the eye patch camera when any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme. Discard eye patch camera and then place up to 3 of that threat onto your upgrade. So we negated 1, and then we take 3. That puts us to 9. So how much did he scheme for? It was 2, and then 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, and then we took 4 away from him. So only 3 is going to go on the main. It's not bad. That's pretty clutch, actually. So it's going to go up to 3, 4, 5, 6. So all right, cool. And then we get encounter cards. So first one goes to Maria. Next one to me. We get an Adaptoid. Oh yeah, he was confused, so that'll be happening there. He comes in with Tough. And then we get an Aim Jailer with Guard. Alright, and then first player goes to Nick. I am going to play these 3 physical resources. And I am going to take off a lock. So that goes to 5. And then I'm going to exhaust that. And then remove 1 threat here to generate 1 wild resource, or 1 mental resource. And I'm going to play Covert Surveillance. And this is going to go to 4. Because I removed 2 off the threat. And I can put that 2 right there. And then we'll thwart another 2. And this will go to 10. Oh, I forgot to do my thing again. Crap. Where's my? I need my arrow. I obviously can't remember without it. I need my training wheels. I could just throw concentrated fire away and get rid of it. Probably should do that. I feel like dealing with Orion. It's gone, and then we'll move over to Maria. Ooh. So let's get serious. We'll exhaust this, remove 1 of these. And then we will do 3 damage to the villain. And then we discard that. And then we do 3 damage to the controller. Controller will be defeated. And then we do 3 damage to the Adaptoid. Let's do that. Remove that. We'll do 5 damage to M.O.D.O.K. We're going to play Super Spies. And we're going to put 3 more tokens on there. And then we are going to play... We're going to play 2 resources. We're going to exhaust this, generate a resource. And we're going to put Victoria Hand into play. And when she comes into play, she can ready up a support. And I think we're going to ready up the Illidid. And we are going to exhaust that. Remove a token. Do another 5 damage. So we defeat M.O.D.O.K there. So when he gets defeated, all of his upgrades are gone. So, yep, reset, reset. Nice. Alright, good. Those are gone. Now he goes back to 10. And then when we do that, we remove 2 locks off of this. So now these are at 3. This goes to my discard pile. Alright, and then we are going to play on the double and ready any number of shield supports with a combined credit cost of 6 or less. We are going to ready up let's ready up this one. Yeah, we'll ready up the Illidid. We'll exhaust it, remove counter. This goes to 2. We'll do 3 damage to the villain. And 3 damage to the Adaptoid. He's defeated. Remove 1 all-purpose counter from environment. We'll remove 1 off of here. That leaves that at 2. So now we got Victoria. She's ready for action. We'll have her clear that. She can take 1 damage. If I have 1 to give. Who's first player? Nika's. We'll exhaust Pericles, remove 1 of those. We'll confuse the villain. And give Nick a tough. And then we'll do this and give another token back to the Pericles. And we'll end our turn. So let's ready up. Oh, I could have also, yeah, I'm good. I forgot to do that. She heals. And then, hold on, this. Actually, no, didn't I? No, we're good. So Fury draws on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the Sky Destroyer. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right. Villain's turn. 2 threats. I was going to scheme against Nick. Still on stealth. He's confused. He's going to scheme against Maria. Scheme for 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I stop that? I cannot. Oh. So it goes up to 7. Oh yeah, he would have attacked too, so take this off. And then we get our encounter cards. And Nick reveals Focusing Crystal. +1 scheme, +1 attack. Acceleration icon. Reset after, or discard after M.O.D.O.K resets. And then we get Diabolical Discs. Surge. Into Psychonic Force Field. Attached to M.O.D.O.K. He gains Stalwart. It's dumb. When attached enemy would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. Then if there's at least 5 here, discard this card. So that just slowed everything down. And this Diabolical Discs. When revealed, remove 1 all-purpose counter from a support. If controlled innocence is in play, put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engage with you as a controlled minion. Huh. And I gotta remove an all-purpose counter. That's dumb. So this is a minion. So first player goes here. Alright, so Maria's turn. Do front organization. 2, 3. Put agents and shield in. So 2, 3. Then we're able to recover for 3. Maria flips to hero. We're gonna put here. Move that. Well, actually, no. Move that. 5 damage goes there. That's just discarded. Then we get rid of this. Then this goes to 4. That takes 3, so he's out. Um, one. Oh. Move over to Nick. Two resources, concentrated fire. Do 4 damage to the jailer. Place threat on your suit. Upgrade. He had 0, so I'll do anything there. We'll do 1 resource. Play covert surveillance. Take 2 threats. If I'm in stealth form, I can put that on there. I think I'm just gonna hit M.O.D.O.K. So yeah. I'm gonna attack M.O.D.O.K for 2, and then this switches break cover. I'm in assault form now, and I'm gonna remove 3 threat off of my. So this is gonna go down to 9. And I'm gonna do 2 attack plus 3. So that's 5. So I do 5 damage to him. I get hit with retaliate. I'm gonna spend a threat to the car, bring him back up. I'm gonna hit him for an R2. And then I get hit for not retaliate. And that'll reset him again. And this will get discarded. So and we get to remove 2 lock counters off of this holding center. And we get our first ally. And we get Sarah Garza. And she does not count for the ally limit. Her attacks gain overkill and ranged. If I remember that correctly. So that's pretty cool. She gets that. Um, oh, this is gone. We will then attack for 2. Seems like the logical thing to do. And he gets dropped 8. And takes 1 consequential damage. Really ran out of total there. I'm gonna request an action from Maria to use Pericles, remove 1 counter. So he's gonna attack. Gonna attack me. No, Maria. Alright, we'll just give him a stun, and then we'll give Nick a tough. And we will end our turn. I will hold on to these 2. So we'll ready up. So Maria's going to drop to hand size of 5. So 3, 4, 5. Nick draws up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enters play with 2 lock counters on it. That's cool. Alright, so 2 threat. Villain's going to attack Maria, stun. He's going to attack Nick. We're just going to take it because we're tough, so it's going to be attack of 1, 2, 3. So lose a tough. We get acceleration. It's accelerating time. The boss is enraged. Whoa. So that's shuffled up. So we're all done there, I think. Yeah, so we get encounter cards now. That one goes to you, this one goes to me. Aim Jailer. Guard. Then automated mobile units. He gets 5 hit points. And stays on there until reset, so he's got 13. First player moves over to Nick. Can't get rid of that. So here. Let's go 1, 2. I'm gonna spend these 2 for 2 physical resources. And I'm gonna move and take one of these off. And then I'm gonna heal 2 damage. Oh, I can do 2 damage to an enemy. cool. Okay, so I'll do 2 damage to M.O.D.O.K. Um, play practice plans, resource, do covert surveillance. We'll remove 2 off of that. It says if I'm in stealth suit form, I may place the threat on my suit upgrade. Otherwise, I may switch the stealth form, which I don't need to really do. So we're good. We're gonna attack, remove 3 off of our suit, and we're gonna do 5 damage to M.O.D.O.K. I'm gonna take retaliate damage, and then I'm gonna ready up. We're gonna remove a token, bring me down to 4. To ready back up, and then I'm gonna attack, and I'm gonna remove 3, leaving 1 token on here. I'm gonna do another 5 damage. Retaliate. I will have Coulson attack. Do the 1 damage. He'll hit with retaliate, consequential, so he's defeated. And then he resets back. So this goes away because he resets. And then remove 2 locks, and we get ourselves another ally. Strong Inhuman comes in with toughness. And this enters play with 2 counters on it. Oh, 2 per player. Oh, wait, no. So I cheated. So there should be 2 left on there. So there should have been 4. Okay. That almost was too easy. He still resets though. That's the important thing. So he goes back in with 10. Left grabs attack for 2. So it goes to 8, 2. Oh, you know what? Maybe we don't attack him. We don't attack him. We'll attack this guard. And we'll have Quake finish it off. So then Quake's defeated. Oh. So technically when this jailer came out, actually this jailer was already out, wasn't it? I don't even remember. So when revealed, aim jailer attacks the rescued ally with the fewest remaining hit points. Okay, so when this winner came out, she was already at 1, so we attacked her for 2. So that would put her at 3. Then she would attack, so she's at 4. Alright, now it's good. Alright, we're going to move turn over to Maria. I'm going to do here 4. Let's do this. Let's do that. Give this here. And then we're going to play a Genius and a Strength. And we're usable into May to put out Dum Dum. We're going to exhaust this. We're going to stun the villain. And we're going to put a toughness on Dum Dum. We're going to attack for 3, and then we're going to use his ability. And we can exhaust up to 3 shield cards you control. Then for each card you do, you get +1 out of that power. We're going to exhaust Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, Command Team, and Support Staff for that effect. And he's going to do 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So he's going to 6 damage, which will drop M.O.D.O.K to 4. Then he gets hit with Retaliate, which pops off my tough. And then I get hit with 2 consequential damage. So he's got 4 left. And then we're going to exhaust the Illidan. And we'll remove a token. And we're going to deal 5 damage to M.O.D.O.K. And that will reset him again. And we'll get to remove this. And now Maria gets strong inhuman with toughness. And we're gonna exhaust them and do 3 damage. I'll go down to 7. And then she'll get hit with Retaliate on the tough. And 1 consequential damage. And I think that's it. We'll call that a turn. So we'll ready up. And there's 4 locks on this. We'll hold on to that. Next, gonna drop to 5. And then Mario gets 5. Alright, so we got Hard Call on the double, Reinforcements, Command Team, all points bulletin. Next got Secret Agent, Global Logistics, and Fury, Safe House. Three threat. M.O.D.O.K's going to attack Murray Hill, but he's stunned. Now M.O.D.O.K's going to attack Nick. And we'll have Victoria block that. So he's going to attack for 1, 2, 3. Victoria's out. First one, Sinister Strike. Place 1 pursuit counter, pursuit by the pass. If there's any counters on it, villain attacks again. Wait, God, let's take the block. I don't know. Actually, wait. Wait. Scratch that. We're gonna just cancel that. We'll cancel that with intelligence analysis. So that gets canceled, and then after you discard a preparation card you control, discard a practice plan, return that card back to your hand. And I broke my camera again. So we got that back in our hand, and then so that's nothing happened. That gets completely canceled. And then controller. If your characters have shield, trait, interrupt. When you reveal an encounter card, exhaust this card, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it. So we'll do that, discard that, draw another one. We get a side scheme. Diplomatic immunity. When revealed, place 1 acceleration token here for each A minion on the victory display. Okay, so there isn't. So it's just gonna get the normal one. So gets the normal one. I think it's 6 threat. Okay. And that ends the villain's turn. First player goes to Maria. We have two on there. I think we need that card right now. One resource. Do here. It's gonna attack Nick, so we'll exhaust that. Route 1. We'll stun villain. And we'll just put tough on Maria. And then we will attack with Dum Dum. And we'll exhaust. 1, 2, 3. So we'll drop him down to 1. And he'll get hit with Retaliate, so he goes 3, and then he gets Consequential, so he gets defeated. Got 1 health. And 1 health. We'll just have Maria attack. Do the 1 damage. Retaliate. Move 2. Let's back 10. We're going to exhaust this, remove 1, deal 5 damage. And then we're going to use her ability to move a token over to the Illidid. This has no more tokens on it, so it's gone. And then we're going to play on the double. Which will allow me to ready up any number of shield supports with a combined printed cost of 6 or less. We're going to ready up the Illidid again. We're going to exhaust, remove a counter, deal another 5 damage. That removes 2 locks off that. Maria gets another ally. This comes in with 4 locks. And then this comes in with 10. And then we are going to exhaust support staff, remove a counter. We're going to generate a wild resource. We're going to use all points bulletin as a resource. We're going to play the hard call. And we're going to get rid of our Precon. And we're going to do 6 damage to M.O.D.O.K. Which will take him down to 4. And then we are going to hit him for 3, which will drop him down to 1. And then we will. He also takes 2, 3 for retaliate. After this ally thwarts, remove 1 threat from our scheme. We're just gonna hit him for 1. Then you take damage for retaliate, and then consequential. He resets. We take 2 locks off. I got kind of aggressive with that one. So now he's at 10. Alright, I'm out of plays with that, so I'm gonna move the turn over to Nick. What can we do? We can play 2 resources. And we can play Nick Fury. And I say we're going to do let's just draw 2 cards. We draw 1, we decked out, we get a counter card for that. And that's number 2. Eye patch camera. All right. We'll put that out. Use a resource to put. Actually, we'll just play 2 resources. We'll put eye patch out. And we'll attack for 2. So that goes to 8. Nick gets retaliated. And then we'll have Nick Sr. hit him for 2. And then retaliate. And consequential brings him down to 2. I'm just gonna sauce this, remove that. Ready up. I'm gonna hit him for 2 again, which is gonna take him down to 4. Really? And I'm gonna end my turn. Ready everyone up. And I'm gonna hold on to the. I'm gonna get rid of that. Drop to hand size of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we got 2, 3, 4. So that goes up to 7. And then he's going to attack Nick, but he's stunned. And then he's going to attack Maria Hill, but Nick Fury Sr. is going to defend, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3. First encounter card. Next encounter card. Alright, so Maria reveals hers first. Alright, diplomatic sanctions surged to an aim interference. Insight 1. So that's going up to 8. And then I only have 1 energy card. So I guess I'll play that. And we'll put this up to 3. And this will go to 2. And when revealed, discard one card from your hand for each aim menu in the victory display. And there's none in the victory display, so that's all set. Nick gets his first encounter card, which is when revealed, find the controlled instance environment put into play. It's already in play. Goes up to 2. And 6 goes on here. And then this is nowhere safe. I think we'll just cancel that. Okay, so that ends the villain's turn. And first player goes to Nick. We will play 2 resources. Actually, can I take any more counters off? I can. 2 resources. We remove 1 off here, do 2 damage to M.O.D.O.K. And I guess we'll just do that again. So another 2 physical resources. We'll take that counter off. Do another 2 damage. Actually, wait. I don't think I have any more energy in here, do I? Nope. Yeah, we'll just do that then. So that will... Alright, so that defeats M.O.D.O.K. Oh, no. So, reset. And then we get him again, I think. So... Okay, so this would be his official last turn. So we gotta do it to him one more time. Okay, so we got the Psychotic Human. So this goes to 10. Let's go Fury attacks for 2. So that goes to 8. He gets hit with Retaliate. We got 2. Got no threat here. He can attack. Do 1 damage. And then he takes consequential and another damage, so it's 2. Then we're gonna move turn over to Maria. This, counter. Wearing sauce, remove 1, do 5 damage. Then we're gonna have strong and human attack for 3, and then yeah, we win. There you go. Maria is broken. Just making planes blow up. All right. Let's see what we get. All right. So mark each adaptoid environment in play and in the campaign log. So the only one that we had was the strong upgrade. And then record the number of secret counters on each board member. So surveillance has 9. Medical's got 3. And tactical had 0. And if at least one board member in environment play has no secret counters on it, gain the top evidence card from the shield envelope and cross out each combination of means, motive, and opportunity in the campaign log. That includes the icon on the evidence card gained. Sweet. So I get my first evidence card. This is kind of a big deal for me. A quest reward. Alright, so these don't fit, so I forgot which ones were which. It says in the shield one, right? Well, this is the top card, so wiretap. So I gotta cross it out on here. So I don't think I do for the surveillance, right? Because the surveillance is technically flipped up. No. All right. Well, I got a wiretap, so that's my reward. But all right. Well, we will call that a win. And the next time I play, I will be on scenario 4, Citizen 5. I've only heard good things about this fight coming up, so I can't wait to play it. Other than that, have a good night, and I will see you on the next one. See you.